All right, on a show called The American Dream, clearly you got to talk about home ownership and the opportunity with it. But when we're talking about homes, it's one thing to discuss the real estate. What about getting the financing for it? Nobody better to be in studio to talk about this than the man, the myth, the legend, Captain Mortgage. What's up, man?
Great to be here.
Even got the
Thought
shirt
I'd bring
now.
the attire out, you know?
Hey, man,
it's like,
looks good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
power branding right there.
There you go.
But you back it up. One of the top, we call them mortgage originators in the country right here in San Diego, California. What's the latest? What's the latest in the mortgage industry?
Mortgage industry is good. There's a lot of interesting programs that are coming out, not crazy programs, but guidelines are loosening, programs are expanding, and rates are down again.
So rates are down? That's always the first question I think people ask for interest rates. Where are they?
Rates are good.
I know you got to ballpark me and APR me, but like
upper threes.
Okay.
Which is where they were, I think, last time I was on your show, roughly.
Here for quite some time.
Yeah, they're good. Rates are great.
So rates are good. Now you're talking about programs. You say loosening, but not too much. So I interpret that as more opportunity, but not going into that world of subprime. Nothing to get scared of.
Correct. So the good thing, I think, is the pendulum's coming back more definitely towards the center, and they're bringing common sense with it. Before, years ago, right?
Yeah.
We had the just stupid loans.
Yep.
580 credit scores, extremely low, no down payment, did not make any sense at all. Now,
remember 125% loans?
I did a lot of those.
I mean, the banks are giving out loans above and beyond the value of the property.
Yeah, to consolidate your debt, get you further sunk, right?
Yep.
And quote unquote home improvements. So yeah,
but if you're a homeowner at that time, it makes a lot of sense. You consolidate the debt into one loan.
Sure.
It's a lower rate. It's tax deductible. It's good for your credit. Why wouldn't somebody have done that? But just like the banks that were offering that product, clearly that's one of many that are going to sting you. But that was the old days.
Yeah. So now the loan to values are getting higher. For example, like we can do 5% down all the way up to $2.5 million as far as a dollar loan amount. So it's getting larger. Primary residence. And that borrower's got to be a solid borrower. They got to have high FICO scores, good income to debt ratios. So it's not like you only put 5% down and it doesn't matter on the other variables.
So when things loosen up, whether it's a credit issue or a self-employed issue, or in this case, money down, they're going to be looking at other things to carry strength. So it's like, all right, we'll give this exception on your down payment, but you better have good credit, money in the bank, stable employment.
So the risk is low. So what's happening now with the programs that are coming out now, they're expanding the playing field, but the risk is still low. Before in the past, risk was high and they expanded the playing field far too wide.
So what would your advice be to people who are looking to buy or refinance their home?
I would definitely look at it now because the rates are great. We don't know, again, we continue to say we don't know where they're going to go, but I would definitely look into the opportunity of doing that now. We can also we came out with some investment property loans where you can pull money out of your investment properties, higher loan to value, and very good interest rates. Before in the past, you weren't able to be doing that.
So we have, not just here in San Diego, but now that the show's gone national, we have the best realtors all across the country engaged. Now, you talk to a realtor, the market's always going to go up in value. It just seems that way, right? But until it goes down, and then, hey, sell. You know, but that's why we only have the best. But the truth is when we talk about the financing, you really have a deeper layer of understanding of how money is flowing, interest rates are working, the real estate market. I think you go to the finance guys. How do you feel about the real estate market? What are you seeing? Just the health, the stability. Is there a real estate bubble? You know, those are the questions the media throws around.
I think it's very healthy because the increase that we've had over the last few years has been a natural increase. It hasn't been by these funky loans that were thrown out there that people could get that they really shouldn't be getting. So the growth has been very healthy and part of a dynamics that's taking place that's normal. So certainly we're going to have a little bit of a slowing that's going to take place at some point in time.
Sure.
But it's still very healthy. So a bubble, I wouldn't put it in the category of a bubble because there's no arbitrary float that was taking place that shouldn't have been happening, or increase that was taking place that shouldn't have been happening. What
are the special powers of a Captain Mortgage? Like Superman
There's
can
numerous
fly.
Ones. Yeah.
Aquaman swims. I'm trying to think of my superheroes.
Here's a simple one.
What can Captain Mortgage do?
When you call him, he picks up his phone and answers the phone. Is that amazing or what?
Wow.
Day, evening,
You heard it
weekends.
here first. That doesn't happen with that industry.
I'm serious.
Well,
Communication is critical.
It certainly doesn't happen with the big banks. The big advertisements, the Quicken loans, the chop shops.
Yeah.
These are customer service organizations.
Right.
They don't have licensed originators necessarily.
Correct.
People that have owned their own real estate giving advice.
Correct.
So having a professional that you can trust, and he wears that shirt every day to his office. I've seen him do it. Captain Mortgage.
Sleeps in it.
Always good to have you on the show, man.
Appreciate it.
Is that
Thanks
the
for having
signal
me.
to Captain Mortgage?
Sure, we can do that. I like that. That's good.
All right, man. Good to have you on the show.
Thanks.
All right, more of the American Dream coming up next.